And we are back with more Elden Ring. Last time we left off, we've gone down into the Eternal City of Nokron, deep below the earth. There was also the issue where basically I suddenly had online mode enabled, even though I don't have PlayStation Plus. And yes, turns out that was basically Sony doing a free weekend of multiplayer play due to them kind of screwing the pooch publicly lately in the terms of PR. I am not too happy with them basically discontinuing physical media, as my backlog is many bits of physical media, so it's like one of those things where I know for a matter of fact if I relied on digital only, there'd be a lot of older games that would be currently unplayable. But, alright, that is neither here nor there. We are set to explore whatever this area is. I mean, we're obviously underneath the capital and or the Erdtree, given all the routes. I believe the name of this thing was, the Great Waterfall Crest, which we came all the way from. Wow, yeah, we've definitely traveled a pretty great distance here. Oh. Okay, that's just comparing, because there's like the landmass, quote-unquote, here, but that's essentially supporting terrain deep below the earth. And I was very confused basically why Blade wasn't showing up. And so I asked my Souls-loving friend if, like, did I miss something? And last time I had even mentioned about checking in with War Counselor E.G., but I'm like, there's no way he could be a traitor. But my friend kind of alluded, she's like, you should check in with War Counselor E.G., and I'm like, okay. So before we start basically plundering the deeps here, we're going to do just that and make sure bestest giant friend is safe. I have a very soft spot for the giants here in these games. Ah, well. Nothing seemingly different. How you doing, E.G.?
Ah, you finally come. Blythe told me everything. You've defeated General Radahn, unlocking the stars. The General was blighted by scarlet rot and driven to madness. But not long ago, he was hailed as the mightiest demigod of them all. There is no parallel to your achievement, nor to Lady Rani's acute judgment of character. Thanks to you, Lady Rani's fate once again stirs, and the path to Nokron has opened. Descend underground, where the fallen star struck Limgrave, and make it yours. The precious treasure of Nokron.
I didn't expect him to be the one that we had to report to, given... I mean, you think Ronnie would want to know the details more than just E.G., but...
Oh, Blythe wanted me to tell you not to bother waiting for him and head straight to Nokron. Blythe has been given an important task, apparently a matter of great urgency.
Alright, about Blade.
You need not await Blythe. Descend underground alone, where the fallen star struck Limgrave, and make it yours. The precious treasure of Nokron, so that Lady Rani may tread the dark path of the Empyrean.
I mean, you want to give me a bit of details about what this precious treasure I'm looking for is?
You need not await. Descend and
Alright.
make it so that
Well, I guess he's the person I report my progress to. I mean, not that I'm super complaining, because, you know, I do love me these giants. But I figured that Ronnie would have the decency to actually want to hear my report directly. The way Blade put it, basically, I thought he had a more important task or something, rather than heading back here and stealing credit. Real quick, gotta check to see if she's awake. Like, I'm wondering if talking to E.G. himself has kind of woken her back up. It's hardly fair at all. She's still in low power mode, in sleep mode. All right, let's go back to the Great Waterfall Crest. I mean, it kind of feels like we've gotten a bit away from Nokron, given that I don't believe this is Nokron anymore, but, I have my own reasons for wanting to explore here, given that the last thing we heard about the Three Fingers was that it's beneath the capital. And I'm pretty certain this is the capital, and we are beneath it. Therefore, my beloved source of frenzy should be somewhere down here. That said, left or right or forward. We're going to take a look at forward to see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Okay, definitely death pit. Anyway, got the Ash of War from over here before. Oh. Alright, melted mushroom. I thought it might have been a ghost lily or whatever they're called. I'm not a fan of these ants. Ouch. Come on, open back up again here. Oof, all right. I mean, obviously they're not protected from behind. So yeah, maybe instead of throwing spears at them, or at least after the initial barrage, we should try to find a way around them. I'm pretty certain that the left path is probably a dead end. Like, it looks a bit like a dead end. Oh. We have, actually, quite a bit of ruins. Status. How much should we take to level up? Alright. So, probably once we defeat the ants, that should be good enough to level up. Okay, so that even protects them from magic. Ouch. Alright. There we go. Yeah, it seems like probably after we take down the second ant, then we might have enough to level up. I imagine piercing is probably better on these guys than blunt. Okay. Whoa, okay. Alright, there we go. I should probably turn on a lantern since it's a bit dark over here. Now we can kind of see if there's maybe a drop down here. Not seeing anything. So it appears I was correct that this is just a dead end here, so not the correct path. Alright, let's head back to the Spot of Grace. I'm a bit concerned about future ant encounters. Just those two of them were bothersome enough, but maybe we should try the fisticuffs. Alright, rest. Can we level up? No, we cannot. I should probably bust open some ruins here. Alright, how much exactly do we need? Okay, about 300. So, I think 2 of the level 1 ruins should be good enough. There we go. And we'll go ahead and throw this into Faith again. Alright, now that we're at 34, I believe we have access to some more skills here. Oh yeah, the Lightning Strike ended up actually not being that good. But honestly, it might be... Well, we don't have another way to do Scarlet Rot, so... We already have Electrify Armament, so... Okay. So we can either do Frozen Lightning Spear, which is definitely tempting, or... We do have the Howl of Shibiri. That said, I don't know if that, like, does anything to non-humanoids. But real quick, I am curious how it seems. Like, we've seen enemies do it, but are we larger, shorter? Okay. So it's a hold the channel type ability here. If we go too far... Yeah. Wait, why are we... Are my eyes okay? My eyeballs didn't explode from that, right? We're looking a bit more... Huh. Yeah, we've kind of like lost the dragon look. We don't have kind of the slit, like, pupils anymore. Interesting. Yeah, and why am I, Okay. I wonder if the Howl of Shibiri does something more than I'm thinking it does. Because it should just be an AoE madness buildup, but why was I kind of, like, stinking of madness? Oh, it makes enemies more likely to target them. Oh, okay, okay. That's probably what the aura is. Yeah. I mean, it matches up with the mask that we got of the mask of Shibiri, but yeah, let's go ahead and swap this out and put the Frozen Lightning Spear on. And then double checking a few of the other things. Yeah, this one's not until 40. Howl of Shibiri was basically that. This one takes Arcane. Could have sworn there was like one other spell we were kind of like waiting to hit that at. Ah, the Wrath of Gold. Okay, produce golden shockwaves that knocks foes back. I'm a bit curious how quick this is. Alright, let's test this one out. Okay, so you can hold. It's not too bad, but I feel maybe not that great either. Alright. Frozen Lightning Spear it is. Let's go. We have lightning, we have ice. In theory, you'd think at least one of those is good against ants. They are bugs after all. Though in hindsight, so it's the implication that the ants are eating away at the roots, maybe. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, we got flyers. Well, I'm going to admit, Frozen Lightning Spear is not exactly what I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be like Lightning Spear, where you kind of throw something forward. Alright, stab with ice Lightning Spear from above. Alright, on impact, the spear will burst into trails of lightning advancing forward. Alright, so... Okay, okay. Yeah, this is why it's always good to read stuff beforehand. Alright, how buff are these flyers? Oh, alright, not buff at all, it turns out. Especially when they're floating over death pits. Oh, okay. I thought that one might have been right over the bark, but turns out they weren't. Alright. Double checking here. Okay, so we're gonna have to basically pass through... it should be okay, just maybe chug. I was half debating on going back to the gray spot and like resting back up to regain everything and then come back and just take care of each of the ants with a single bolt, but... Alright. Can't say I'm feeling too good about this very ominous, most likely ant tunnel here. Oh, yep, and that's a lot of eggs. Yep, and there's a queenie. Alright. Can we make the throw? Not quite. Okay. And they're kind of pushing her a bit forward for us, which is not bad. Oof. I didn't think I was gonna jut up afterwards there. Had I known that, I would have rolled. But alright, thankfully we didn't lose too much there, and we should be able to get it back. And it kind of works out that we get basically full recharge anyway. I am trying to think of a good alternate way to do kind of an AoE cleansing of the area. Like, I mean, we do have our Frenzy Spear. Wait, no, we want to take the branch downward. I don't trust the flyers to be left alone. Alright. Oh yes, I am on the wrong tree branch here. Where does this tree branch go? I'll admit my fear of heights somewhat agitated here. Oh, okay. So this is actually... Oh, okay. There's a lot more flyers over that way. But this is actually a valid path. Good to know. Now let's hop back on turret and switch paths. I imagine there should be something hopefully good for taking down the little hive cluster. Whether that be a lore, new item, or at the very least there's some golden ruins. Alright, I think it's... Yeah, we head over here. Alright. One Cyclops Eye Blast. And then... Come on, there we go. Alright. Those are those bugs taken care of. And then drop. Very carefully walk. Oop, and I say treasure over there, so I imagine that's through the hive. Alright, once we're on solid ground, bust out the lantern. An idea occurs to me. This might be very, very dumb, but... Admittedly, that was the wrong thing. Ooh, Noman's Ruin and Rune Arc. There we go. Alright, how many did we get? Not as much as I'd have liked. For a brief moment, I thought I saw like a growth on that one's head, but I think it was just my imagination. Alright. What? We gotta like aim the butt to kind of go around here. There we go. And cool. Actually got a flask refill from that. That said, I don't trust this group not to kind of explode from the ground here. I think it's time to bust out the old eyebolts here. Okay. At least they're all falling down. Oh. I mean, if these are like EDF ants, they are going to be able to get back up. Time to fumigate. Numen's Rune, and another Rune Arc. Alright. Yeah, let's try aiming for the Horde. Huh. Not quite as effective as I'd have hoped. Huh, is there a better AoE that we have? I don't think there is, sadly. It's like, aim for a central area here. Dang it. I'm hoping if we take down the Queen... Another Numen's Arc. Alright, dang. But we've thinned the numbers quite a bit. Alright. Round and round we go. Ouch. Uh-oh. And... And overall, not too bad. I am curious also if the queens respawn or not, because I imagine that they don't. I'm also trying to think of other potential AoE spells that might have been a bit better there. I mean, like, we could have tried jumping down and then doing a tail, but the tail takes a long time to charge up. Alright, let's see here. Okay, here we go, I think. Yeah, here we are. Alright, make sure we have the eye bolt set to ready. Alright, make sure we have our... You know, at some point I probably should upgrade the casting catalyst, but I'm hoping for there to be like a spell group that's a bit more cohesive what we use. And we're kind of all over the place. We have like a Dragon Breath, we have basically Golden Order Fundamentalism, we got Frenzy. Don't think we have any Beast stuff. We do have... or we had Assassin stuff. Alright, back in here. Lantern on. Okay, so just the basic bugs. Yeah, I do think probably spears are the best. Since we have the FP via skills lowered. And... one. Okay, should be good. Should probably cap off. And... Alright, 2 more above, and we can get our runes back. Alright, we're gonna wait for it to get up. We're gonna try and be very careful with our spear usage here. And... there we go. Oh yeah, our runes are gonna be down there. I do not know why I did not quite put that together. Alright, let them drop. I mean, if it's hitting an ant, that's technically what we're supposed to be hitting. I'll take all the bonus damage we can get. All the bonus damage we can get safely. Cool. There we go. Newman's Rune, Rune Arc. There we go. And again. Cool. The path is almost cleared. Alright, how many do we have down below? Huh. But I've sworn there were a few down there that kind of like came up and hugged the wall. But I am not seeing them. Oh. Alright, don't know where they came from, but I am glad I did not hop down. Okay, good. Whew. Okay, that was a bit dangerous. Alright, getting a bit hasty here. Okay, we got 3 flasks left. And I do wonder if after all these guys have cleared out, if we don't get another recharge. Alright, and... Alright, I take you out. Is that everybody? Whoop. Somebody's on the ceiling. Huh. That actually appears to be a dead body glitching? Alright, we're gonna hop down. Ooh. Come on, hit that big ol' thorax or whatever they're called. There we go. Alright, Somber Smithing Stone 6. Let's be very careful at getting our 10,000 runes back. It's not a whole lot, but it's 1/5 of the way to a level up. Or just under. There we go. Alright. Take it safe and slowly. Alright, let's, just in case, we're gonna do a Margaret Shackle here to make sure there's no... Whoa, hello. And there we go, okay. Got some flask back. I'm assuming that's the one I mistook for a dead body. Because I know that they were vanishing before, so it was a bit odd that there was a dead body that would have, like, ragdolled, blasted. Well, whatever this item is, it is glowing a particular color. I'm going to assume it's a rarity, but it might be just more celestial dew. Elden Stars. 50 faith. But that is what we're building up to. Creates a stream of golden shooting stars that assail the area. This legendary incantation is the most ancient of those that derive from the Erdtree. Creates a stream of golden shooting stars that assail the area. It is said that long ago, the Greater Will sent a golden star bearing a beast into the lands between, which would later become the Elden Ring. Okay. So the Greater Will sent a golden star that had a beast on it. I'm assuming it's the golden star that became the Elden Ring and not the beast, but that might be the incorrect reading. Alright. I hit him with the laser before, but... Alright. Okay. Top off is the only answer here to drop. I guess it is. Part of me is just like, Torrent is the best way to go here, but we'll stick to our own 2 feet for right now. Alright, going to ignore that for right now. Ideally, I do not come to regret ignoring a potential flyer directly beneath me, but... being directly beneath me, there's not much we can do. Oh, we can actually summon here. Alright, what do we have here? Alright, smithing stone 4. Just because I remember that secret from Dark Souls 1 still. Make sure that there's nothing hidden inside the tree trunk. I'm hearing clickety-clacketing, but... oopsie. Might all be from a distance. The key is not to walk into a giant field of bugs and be caught unawares. Alright, how to tackle this? I'm thinking... we use I-beams to try and pull down a few separately. And then hope the entire swarm doesn't, like, attack? Okay, good. Yeah, I think this is the best bet for right now. One shot to take him down. And then as I get closer, finish off with a Spectral Lance. You know, another eye shot it is then. Okay. Not exactly how I saw that going. Oh, is it coming back over? Come on, target. There we go. Alright. 1. Wait for it to get back up. Dang it. There we go. Thought I heard something, but don't see anything. So it looks like 4 more to go. If only there was a better way to do an AoE on these guys, but I do not believe that there is. There we go. And then up. There we go. And you. Ah, that's not gonna hit. I don't like that I'm hearing something from the right. Okay, yes, it's nothing though. Now we know these guys can burst out from the ground. Alright, warming stone, warming stone. Golden Ruin 6. Yeah. Not too great right here. Alright, wait for it to take to the air yet again. There we go. Hey! Got a flask back for that. Huh. I was kind of hoping that one of these guys would have a map of the area, but no such luck. I do wish there was a better vantage point of, like, is there any other passageways to go to except for this way? Well, I guess that kind of answers that. Looks like there is something this way, but... I would like to find a spot of grace on this side of the giant death gap. Alright, Ghost Glovewort. Is this? Okay. So actual buildings down here. I guess there are signs of actual buildings previously. Oh. Okay, waterfall. Oh, there's some grace. Excellent. Oh, and a finger maiden. Now the question, though, is there an obelisk down here somewhere to reveal the map? So far, all the underground areas have been like us just picking up a map. Hello. You okay?
Oh, Lord Godwin. Such cruelty. Such humiliation. Oh, my poor sweet lordling should have died a true death. As the first of the demigods to die. As a martyr to destined death. But why must it yet bring such disgrace? A scion of the Golden Bough, sentenced to live in death. How could such a thing come to be? Oh.
You want to tell me about this destined death? Alright, repeat dialogue. Or I think it was. Lord Godwin, yeah, died a true death. Okay. It's bits of her previous dialogue. It wasn't one-to-one a duplicate, but mostly the same. Okay, we're dealing with... I want to say that they're undead, but technically I think the Headless Knights sometimes are still considered, like... I'm going to use the word... You use the term good here very loosely. They're on the side of the Erdtree, even in seemingly death. Alright. Boy, really wish I had a map. Also, we should probably confirm, like, that area with the water is reachable, right? Yeah, okay. We have Antville, more to explore, or we have Undead Land to explore. I'm thinking the ants. Because I am curious about the ants in general. Like, what is their deal down here? Are they just natural creatures? Are they, like, spawned in the Erdtree? Are they nibbling away at the roots of the Erdtree and therefore are bad to the Erdtree? Like, what's the deal? Why ants? No, don't go walking away from me. Ooh, hello. Let's let his little ambush party not join him here. Hey. Not how it's supposed to go, yo. Okay, good. And then... yet again. Oh, Spectral Lance. Oh, technically I meant to hold back on that one, but oh well. Ooh, okay. Another refill. Ah. A bluish glow. Okay. More ants didn't erupt from the ground. That was my one concern there. One. Two. And then I think we can just... Alright. You need some butterflies. Yes, they are. Okay. Not the first time in the game that the bluish glow of the nascent butterfly has tricked me. Okay, might as well get some more of the formic rock, since that's made of the ant acid. Bust up the shackles. Hmm. Okay, we do have, yeah, the deep root depths. So I think it's safe that we can go back to the little drop down that we saw. Because if worse comes to worse, we can teleport out. I say, checking my ruin amount, 31,000, so if a incident were to occur with me dying, it's not the worst thing. I mean, it's still not exactly gonna, you know, invite that on me, but we can still explore. Alright. Ooh, okay. I do wonder if flying ants are going to come up from below or down from above, grabbing this. Okay, golden rune 5. So I wonder if actually I'm not going to get much more of an ant area. I am very curious where in all this stuff is the Three Fingers. I was told beneath the capital, but technically we weren't told exactly how deep beneath the capital. Like, it could be, like, sewer level, so, like, you know, basement floor 1, or it could be down here, which is, like, basement floor 100. Just because, yet again, don't trust seemingly dead ends here. Alright. Not seeing anything more pop out. I am curious about going over there. Like, there's, like, a bit of a look-see. Alright. Make sure we don't fall down a sudden gap in the ground there. Because if we do, we have to fight the ants all over again. And let's avoid that. Okay. So it seems that we've actually cleared all the ants. Oh, hello. Okay, no secret in there. Alright. Question. Alright, cool. The ants are following. Good. Come on. There we go. I guess I go for the one on the ground. Okay, take down the last flyer. He's starting to get a bit away, so let's give him a bit of a breather here. Come on. One more time. Back up. Forward. Into the sphere. Okay, are they guarding anything? That's the most important part. Is there any goodies or treasures back there? I don't think so. It looked more like your kind of standard bat hangout, like in the overworld. Just this time it was a lot of ants. Ooh. Just gonna turn around. Don't need to aggro more of them when I don't see any treasure to make it worth my while. Alright, this just connects over here. Okay. So yeah, I'm assuming that there's not really much there with the ants. I think that was just basically a side passage if I didn't want to go through the open field. But okay. Into undead ruins, which means that we're going to be dealing with enemies that aren't going to spawn until we're... Oop, hello. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, good to know that we're dealing with those little buggers. Not seeing another neat little waterfall trick. That said, wherever there's one of those guys, there's usually... Yep, here we are. More than one. should try to get out of the tall grass here. What are you? Okay, he's able to make the shot. I mean, hey man, if you're not gonna stand up, you're gonna keep doing this. Well, alright, gave us some mana back. Okay, Dragon Wound Grass. I know that the ghostly headless horseman is over that way. And certainly, nothing would come up from the ground, right? Right! Alright, hefty beast bones. Ah, here we go. Map deep root depths. Yeah, no one's coming at me right now, right? Alright. Alright, map of the deep root depths and environs. At the very depth of the Erdtree's majestic root lies the source of the Ainsel and Seofra rivers. Here, too, begins a network of great tree roots that spread throughout the lands between. Okay. A new map has been found. Deep root depths. Okay. So that doesn't exactly line up one-to-one that this be the Erdtree, because the Erdtree kind of shows up over here on the actual map. But maybe it's just artistic license. But yeah, I'm not seeing any other ways of, like, any ant tunnels that maybe would explain more things. Like, we came up from over here, the ant tunnels we took were kind of like right here, oddly enough. I also don't quite see where we're really truly heading here. Guess like a little structure there, something there, many smaller buildings. That looks potentially hollow. Yeah, there's not a whole lot down here. I mean, obviously, an actual building we can get. I was gonna say inside. I did not notice the death birds. Okay, 1, 2. Oopsie, didn't mean to do that. Okay, only 2. Ah, I've lost. Ooh, I've lost track of it, but I hear a scarab. Where are you, scarab? Oh. You know, gonna try and go in this building first. And if these guys are like the guy we took out outside... Oh, we can only target one of them. Alright, 1, 2... Nope, nope, don't barf. There we go. Nice, alright, refill. I thought these other 2 were alive. But I mean, it very much looks like the border between life and death is a bit blurred down here. Ash of War? Vacuum Slice. That was that old, legendary one, right? Yep, lost skill of ancient heroes. Okay, not too bad. Usable on swords and axes. Okay. So despite the fact that that seems to be a door, we can't actually use it. They are very odd individuals. Like single face, but like the chest kind of opens up and they look like they're kind of getting wings like the ones we saw above, but obviously these particular ones are stationary outside of breathing fire. The reason I'm crouching everywhere is that I'm trying to avoid having any sound where the ones from above will kind of drop down on top of me. And then we, you know, get into a running fight, run into more monsters. Everything hits the fan. Anything over here? No, not seeing anything. But I mean, obviously, a ghost and or grave glovewort. Ghost glovewort 5, not bad. Huh. Thought for a brief moment it might be like a secret entrance. And it's like I should head back towards the sound of the jingling scarab that we heard. Oop. Another one of these little buggers. There we go. Then let's do the same to the one over here. A 1. Alright. More than... Oh, come on. Okay. Make it this guy. Alright. Jingling over here, but let's try to avoid staring straight up. Mainly because I don't want to get ambushed by one of the hoppers on the ground. Oop. Oh. Aw, Summer Smithing Stone 6. I was hoping for something more substantive than that. Alright, melted mushroom. Trying to be a bit quicker here. But again, I am somewhat fearful of an ambush from up on high. Whoa, hello. Oh, multiple. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Sadly, no flask refill. I was kind of holding out a bit of hope there. Okay, is there maybe an entrance in the back? I'm kind of doubting it, but... Oh, okay. Maybe the door just, like, led through the building there. More nascent butterflies. One day I'm going to figure out if there's actually any sort of meaning to where they're placed. Like, jellyfish normally lead to something good, but nascent butterflies just seem to be around. Like, yeah, found near cold waters, untouched by sunlight, and they're just majority used for crafting. Silver light is considered to invite riches. I mean, I wonder if it's used for maybe the silver pickled fowl foot, because that basically gives a better rare drop. The big issue there is that we're more limited by how many foul feet we have, because I don't like killing the random birds just because. Alright, can't say I'm looking forward to testing this, but let's see. distant bell soundings. In my journey throughout these games, I can't say I have the best memories of hearing said sort of bells. Alright. Come on, why you gotta be like this? Okay, stamina back. Alright, not happy to be fighting this particular fight. Dang it. Alright, strategic retreat, strategic retreat. Yeah, come on. Don't you retreat on me. And I might as well take this opportunity to take care of... Uh-oh. Come on, don't defend them. Ah. Oof. Oh, actually. There we go. Good old damage over time. There we are. Ooh, okay. Good old restoration of a few flasks there. Alright, shield. Time to take down all these little guys that were hiding somewhere in the shadows. Alright, I know there's at least like 3 of you. And I saw... Thought I saw one of them. There they are. Cool. Okay, more restoration. Okay. What is this bell we're hearing, and how bad is it? Dark Souls 3, the bell heralded a giant army of undead soldiers in the Ring City. Bloodborne, the ringing was basically a summoner summoning a constant stream of baddies. Oh, it sees things, okay. That's actually way better, honestly. I'll be honest, I totally forgot that basically the ringing of the bell also indicates the walking mausoleums in this game. Okay, one more. There we go. Whew, ouch. Or more near ouch. Alright, gather all this up. Honestly, this is a bit bigger than I thought it would be. Okay, so if it's anything like the last one, the little undead barnacles are going to be on the feet, they're going to be up above, and we're probably going to have to jump from... I'm kind of guessing one of the routes over there. That we had to initially, like, drive it somewhere. Huh. Who is this suspicious person up there? Alright, well, it's an archer of some sort. But more intrigued about what's up above than necessarily what's down below. Alright, Ghost Glovewort. What do we have here? Oh, Arteria Leaf. I mean, it's not bad. Not great either, though. Ooh, Smithing Stone 7. Don't mind if I do with that. Oh. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, like, it's impossible to actually get back down, but yeah, if we aim for the wind again. There we go. Like, is it possible to get to the route, and then do I, like, go over there? Is this a Celia Town of Sorcery deal where I try to hit, like, special ritual altars? I guess a few of the routes do dip pretty low if I wanted to try and, like, ride them to potentially higher ground. Just real quick, going to... Okay. So we weren't able to make that jump, and I'll admit, for a brief moment, I thought I might have been headed to death. Not a fan of that archer. But I don't think there's a good way to kind of like snipe them from this distance. Oh, hello. Oh, alright, we got a spot of grace. Excellent. Okay. Kind of thought they might follow me, the little dudes, but they did not. Alright, first off... Oh! This is the nameless Eternal City. So... we are still in Nokron? Because I thought we kind of, like, went pretty far away from it. Oh, alright, a little sunken graveyard. Human Bone Shard. Clarifying boluses. Go to Ruin 9. 8. 8. Nathan Butterfly. Oh, okay. Another coffin elevator. Alright, Smithing Stone 4. I want to get enough runes to level up, and then I want to try and... Ooh, what do we have down there? Okay, it's one of the ghost warriors just glowing against the water. But yeah, let's try and secure a quick level up here. I mean, thankfully with the little thing right there, it should be okay. Oh, okay. Definitely has damage. There we go. Although, not quite enough to level up yet, but... Alright. Scare away the horsey. There we go. Silence fire breather. Cool. Restore a flask, and yeah, let's see where this particular road goes. At the very least, I don't need to worry about any hoppers up here. A golden ruin 1, okay. Will I be able to make it? Nope. Alright. So, Frenzy is a bit of an option here. It's more intensive on the mana drain, but... Alright. Drink! There we go. Okay, we definitely have enough to level up now, but... I am curious as to where this particular path goes first. Alright, first up over here. Making sure don't get ambushed from behind. When she's being ambushed from behind, make sure we have the shield ready. Okay, what do we got? Prince of Death Staff. Ooh. Boost Death Sorcery. Only 18 intelligence required, and 18 faith, we already got that. Staff embedded with sullied amber, said to be a very part of the Prince of Death, enhances death sorceries. One of the staves deemed heretical by the Academy for its ability to allow sorceries to be augmented through faith in addition to intelligence. Yeah, it has equal scaling to int and faith at D rank. Interesting. Also, how much does that weigh? Alright, only 3. But it only... Yeah, it's a glintstone steps. Okay, so I assume it doesn't, like, do double duty as both a sorcery thing and a miracle casting device. Because quite honestly, that'd be pretty nice if it did, but it does not. Okay, I'm glad that was walkable. I kind of just took that for granted, and that could have been a very messy sudden death. Okay. So this actually does lead to an above area. Part of me is very tempted to turn back and level up. But I'm kind of hoping that maybe Spot of Grace up above, so you don't gotta run the gauntlet each time. Okay, we can target from here. Not sure if we have enough to actually finish off both of them, though. But yeah, it's probably going to be harder to try and do it from the proper path. Oh, can't even reach. Alright. Well, that was a waste of FP. Okay. Safely transfer back over here. Alright. There we go. Ever so carefully. Don't think I don't see you guys up there. Can't do much about that right now, but... Right, they haven't hopped down yet. Ugh. Alright, I think, as much as I don't like it, the smart money, as it were, is to retreat and level up. Yeah, I think we'll actually just ride on over rather than teleport. I shouldn't come to regret this, hopefully. Alright, cool. Alright, time to go throw another point in faith here. Alright, level up. Boom, 35 faith. Ah, dang. Oh, fine, we will fight. We must do what we must do. Oh, nice, excellent. Honestly, he's way easier on the horse than he is not on the horse. No blocking, no teleporting. There we go. Alright. Then, quiet the fire breather. Cool. Alright, now here comes the tough part. I think, and I may come to regret this, but I think the play here is to just boost through. Alright, go to room 5. Go to room 8. Cool. Now part of me does wonder what, if anything, got missed by doing that quick dash. We're gonna quickly try... Okay, there's Grace up here. Good. Uh-oh. Alright. Can't say fully unexpected. But it should be okay. So we do run through. We just got to make sure that we get the grace this time. All right. Hello, Warrior Knight. Yet again. Let's do this. Okay, good. And then you big guy. More spears. Okay. Also good. Alright. Prepare to run the gauntlet. I want to say last time it wasn't too bad, but let's be a bit careful here to make sure nothing was just simple luck. Ah, dang. There's our runes. That's what they're called in this game. Every now and then I still just kind of default to souls. Ah, dang it. I'm really hoping that basically it didn't count any of those like slip and slides as where to put our runes. Good Sir Knight. We're destined to do this again. Okay, so far so good. Alright. That's that taken care of. Pardon me, wonders if I should just kind of consider those 14,000 runes already a lost cause. There we go. Alright. For the X number of time, run the gauntlet. Alright. Big guy number 1. Pass by the 2 little guys that I can't help but think they're probably chasing me too. Okay, good. Our runes are just right over there. Alright. Part of me is like, explore here, but I really want to get that grace. Even though it has been the main cause of our suffering so far. Here we go. Excellent. Ooh, what do we got over there? Lost grace discovered. Might as well. Turn off the fire-breathing dudes across the roots. I mean, if this ain't a boss arena, it's very, very on the nose, I must say. Hmm. At what point do you activate? I see a bit of a serpent. Obviously a lot of flies. Can't use torrent here. Oh, Thea's champion. Alright, that is not remotely what I thought it would be. Oh, actually a bit weakish. I'm a buggy boy. feeling that's not it. What? Rogier! Man, I'll admit, Rogier, your spellcraft was not exactly something I was particularly scared of. Alright, drink. Ouch. Yep, I figured at some point it would be... Ooh, okay. Ouch. Not always a fan of the... There we go. Uh-oh. Okay, one down. Oof, yep. Now, not exactly the type of fight I thought I was going to get into. But now that we know, basically, Frenzy, I think, is the way to go. To a certain degree. The big question is, do I stick with the bug? I think, actually, Perfumer. And the Perfumer can basically hold their own a bit better, and the large, like, spray of fire tends to keep people on their toes a bit more. That said, so is this the Prince of Death? Because that's the big thing I don't quite fully understand. Don't mind me, just grabbing my stuff. And there we go. There we go. Go. trying to... There we go, one down. Perfumer is still thankfully up. Perfumer, if you want to do anything. Great enemy felled. Thea's missed. Interesting. Oh. Okay, Thea's missed. Releases... Okay, so Thea is a deathbed lady. Okay. Or... Wait. I can't remember if she who sleeps with death was training to be one, or actually it was one. But Sorcerer Thea, the deathbed companion, creates a deathly mist before the caster, which inflicts death blight upon those who enter. This sorcery can be cast while in motion, charging enhanced to the range of the mist. This sorcery is developed to oppose the Round Table Hold, and is effective only against the Tarnished. I mean, that's basically my frenzy stuff too. Alright, Lost Grace discovered. Prince of Death's Throne. Okay, so... whatever this thing is the Prince of Death? Alright, Fia. Give me one good reason I shouldn't run you through.
Ah, there you are. I knew you would come. What is it you intend? To deny us and our ways, like the dogmatic brutes of the Golden Order.
I mean, I don't want to be held. You curse me every time we held before. I mean, the answer's kind of in between. I don't want to be held, but I'm not necessarily with the Golden Order. I'm all about them 3 fingers, not the 2. I'm about the 3. Look at my fancy, crazy, maddening spear. What to choose? I mean, yeah, like you're part of the undead group that I have been opposing for quite some time here. So that's right.
I see. Then you must kill me, for I am the companion of Godwyn, Prince of Death. I wish to be a mother to those who live in death. So it is that any loathing, any hatred that overshadows them, I must bear, as a matter of duty, with my own flesh. Go on, kill me. You deny us, do you not? Because we deign to live in death, and wish our Lord to rise to glory.
Yeah, that's right.
For I wish to, so it is, I must bear.
I mean, even though I said that I would run her through, I get the vibe that's a bad idea. Just as a matter of principle, any sort of like necromantic lich type person who is not yet that thing, killing them tends to be exactly what they want. So you know what? You get to live with it, and you get to see the day that the 3 fingers comes. How many runes did I get for... Okay, I actually can level up here again. Level up. More into faith. Huh. Now, where does this teleporter exactly take me? Yeah, you just sit there. You wait for the day of reckoning. Now, where will this lead next? We still need to take the coffin, too. And actually check out the area, the other area that's above where the roots were. Lendell Royal Capital. Hello. Furl calling finger remedy. And I noticed it said pillage remains. Not exactly what my intention was. So there's implication that they think this is Godwin, when Godwin is actually down below. Can't tell if debris or some sort of assassin. I think it's debris. Yeah, okay. I thought it might have been like a page, like hunched over, ready to strike. Alright, magic grease. Where am I? I mean, the big thing is, how do I... Oh. Okay, there's a road that leads up north to my target. But how do I get there exactly? It looks like I'm not too far away from wherever that is. Oh wait, I think I've gone backwards. Wait, which direction is this? Okay. So we'd want to take over here? Alright, we go this way, hug the left. Wait. Oh. Well, he didn't attack me. You guys don't attack me, you get to live. That's kind of the general deal. Alright, so that's the Erdtree. I mean, I'm kind of like staring directly at its trunk, so it doesn't fully line up with this trunk, so don't know if implications that they're different or not. Ooh. Okay, that's death. Who or what is that? It's like a... Either someone kind of poking out of like a magic jar type thing, or something else. Huh, but yeah, how do I get over this way? I mean, like, the ramparts seem like they'd be the answer. Aw, boo. Oh, well, there is Grace over here. Might as well tap it. Alright, East Capital Rampart. I mean, that's kind of the thing. I want to get onto the ramparts, but it does not allow me to get on the ramparts. And I want to be very careful that I don't accidentally walk into endgame. Oh, okay, very, very fancy. Now, that giant dragon, was that the giant dragon we saw before? No, okay, so that'd be a different giant dragon. Are you chill? Whatever you are. Alright, not gonna lie, that's kind of adorable magic. Whoa! Alright, going to drink. Yeah, why are you not joining the proper chorus? Whatever you are, you freaky deaky thing. I just suddenly think of the old meme, just trying to stop Dr. Doom from tooting his horn. Doom will shout, "Toot as he pleases." Oh, can I get these as weapons? Can I toot my own horn? Quite literally. gonna leave you be. But you just had to stop tooting your horn. Now I know you're gonna try and hit me. Like, look people, I'm not trying to crash your parade here, I'm just trying to get over there. Though it does feel like... oh, wait, no. Alright, there are some stairs here. Oh, hey, one of the fire dudes. But again, fire dude, I don't need to deal with you. I'm trying to get... whoop. Hey, Paige. There we go. Page trousers. Smithing stone 4. I see you, rolling back and forth you. I'm kind of like back on the inside though. I'm trying to get out of the city. Okay, we're gonna take another peek over here. How do I get down below? It's not quite a survivable fall quite yet. I doubt any secret stuff, right? Okay, yeah, it just seems like I need to keep going down, down, down. Eh. No, I couldn't just walk past you guys up tooting. It's like I'm not trying to take you all out. I'm just trying to leave. I'm very tempted to just like jump here, but I don't know if that is... oh, you little bugger. Alright, we need to make some more rainbow stones here. Bum bum. Okay, cool. Thank you. Alright, now we just gotta like Spider-Man our way over here a bit. Just friendly capital Spider-Man. Swinging through the hello. Just swinging through the rooftops. Dang it. There we go. Okay, we're trying to get to that porticuli over there, which we'll take that, go over there, and then we should be able to escape the city. And then we can head to our Volcano Manor target ever so slowly. There we go. Gotta say, the capital is definitely a bit bigger than I thought it would be. Can I summon Torrent yet? No, I cannot. But we're almost at ground level. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing necessarily, given that when we're at ground level, there might be a lot more troops patrolling the city. I mean, the path looks relatively clear. Alright, Gold Ruin 9. And I am very quickly checking the time. Alright, we're still good, we're still good. We have time to do this and then head back and take the coffin as well. Oh, come on, man. Why is the door closed? I mean, maybe it's just a matter of I need to open it. There we go. No ability to summon Torrent yet. Okay, dealing with Beastmen here, although fairly weak Beastmen at that, so not too worrisome. I just want to leave the city. I need to head north. Alright. I mean, it looks like I'm still heading the correct way to get out of the town. Ah, crap. A Noxian. Or technically a perfumer. Come on, man. There we go. Look, good sirs. I do not wish to trouble you. I just wish to leave. Should about do it. No, not yet. Do we get any perfumer stuff? Perfumer gloves. I can't recall if we have a full set of that yet. Alright, Nathan Butterfly. Exalted Flesh. Let us not enrage the bigger dude. I hear more scraping and shoveling. Okay, this looks like this should be the correct path. Alright, I guess the elevator's already here. It's gonna be like an elevator arena fight. Part of me is tempted to check underneath this elevator as well, because I don't know if I'm supposed to be going up or down. But we'll see where this pans out first. Alright. Okay, both these are on-duty soldiers. Though, not exactly their strongest soldiers. Nor most accurate. Alright, Bolt. What do we got here? Flamejack Chalice +1, Smoldering Butterfly, Bolt. Sealed by Morgoth the Great Grace Given. Why is Morgoth sealing off the... I mean... Alright, I mean, it makes sense. He's sealing off the capital, but like... But I want to leave the capital. You think my request should be granted? How else will I even get over here? A lot of questions come up from this, because I kind of figured that Morgoth would be... Maybe not the penultimate boss, but like, you know, you would not really want to fight him because he would be leading to the end of the game. But I am beginning to question that now. Okay, staring at the Erdtree. Like the roots are going... Yeah, so it's not quite that. It's like more like roots to the other side. But okay, so our exit from the city is sadly sealed off. I say, unless let's try pulling this lever and checking the bottom side here, because maybe there's like a... I don't know, not really seeing any secret elevator that would have been up here. Alright, pull the lever yet again. Then run off the elevator. Not seeing anything rising up from the depths. Yeah, doesn't seem to be any secret way to get out of the city, like going underneath it rather than above it. Darn you, Morgott! Darn you! I get why he's sealing out the city from the outsiders, but what about people who want to get out of the city? I mean, I guess they don't have magic that advanced. Now, big question is there a spot of grace on this side of things I can just kind of tap? Not seeing any. So I guess the east ramparts will have to suffice for repeat visits. I mean, assumedly, Morgott would be like right here. We know somewhere in this place, or beneath it, would be the Three Fingers. But okay, let us retreat back underground. Alright, Sophia's still there. Again, honestly, I'm hoping she just kind of stays there. Okay, let's go back to across the routes. Mainly because I want to check the other direction before we use the coffin. I figure we can, similar to last time... Oh, I forgot that... Wait, actually, okay. Can we... Alright, so we can hop on Torrent from here, but now we got this guy blocking the way. Yeah, I figure basically, similar to last time, we can end today's recording by taking that other coffin, seeing where it goes. Yeah, is there any way to get up there? I mean... Obviously... should be able to... Like, hopefully I don't regret this. There we go. Any secrets over here? Not seeing any. Over here? Nope. Alright, now we're in the clear to hop back down. Albeit very carefully. Oh. Good sir, do you have a secret? Okay, there we go. Got him to stop breathing fire. And I'm not seeing anything over there, but... obviously he was a bit hidden for potentially a reason. Phew. Alright, any treasure? Oh, there we go. Alright, nascent butterfly. And then... it doesn't really look like we would want to try and get over these routes. That would just put us back into the, I want to say boss arena, but obviously not full boss arena, it was just for Fia. And her various champions, including poor Rajier. Alright then, what do we got up here? I saw ants, and I wanted ant lore, and I was denied ant lore, so... Will this correct that? Alright, get back up. Fly on over. Oh. And that kind of worked. Alright. Back up. Then over. Okay. I think we're gonna need to top off our mana here. Okay, 1. Come on. 2. And I see another ant. Aha, it's one of the big heads this time. There we go. Alright, now why would we want up here? What is so good up here? And I'll take the Ghost Glowwort 7. And that just goes back down to the other ants. I'm a bit curious. Is this capable of getting to even greater heights? Not really. Although, we should find a nice little central area here and do a shackle check. Also turn on the lantern since it's a bit dark. Alright, that just drops down. Can't really get into this large tree here. On the map, I mean, technically it shows a bit up above here. Huh. Yeah, but I'm not really seeing a good way to try and get up there, though. I mean, doubtful, but... Okay, we were kind of making progress there very briefly, but... I think that's about capped off there. Yeah, alright. Not getting up that way. Ooh, but here... Okay. Oh. I mean, even if we got up that way, I don't think we would have had, like, much more room to go. Like, if anything, you would want to kind of take that route and jump sideways, but... Or... Looking at this little tree branch here. But it doesn't look like there's any easy way to get up that way, either. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to consider that there's nothing up there. I might be incorrect, because this game does love its secrets, but that is one of the best parts about it. So, alright, let's go back over here. Yeah, I think the nameless Eternal City. I'm still very curious exactly what my mission is. We're supposed to find some treasure for Ronnie, and yet they refuse to tell us. So I don't know if the implication is it's like... Was the treasure killing Thea? Again, kind of going back to my theory that maybe Ronnie's trying to, like, you know... close loose ends? Thought I heard a mysterious growling, and I did not notice this Ghost Glowwort stuff here. Ghost Glowwort 5. I should also probably check over there at some point, but first, the coffin. Where, oh where will you take me next? Or will this be the coffin that makes me wake up as a man? then we died. Due to being inside a coffin hitting terminal velocity down a waterfall. And I'm kind of wondering if we're going to wake up at the bottom of that, like, really big waterfall that we spotted way back when after we fought the second Dragon Knight. Doesn't appear to be the case. The Enso River main. Oh, wait! Is this... Alright. Aha! It is! Okay. So this very top part. So, okay, so it does eventually lead to that one thing. Which then this goes over here, and we can access the Scarlet Rot Swamp. Nice. Double checking. Like... Can't get back in the coffin again, right? Okay. Let's make sure that we definitely tap the Grace. I'd imagine that if you don't tap the Grace that the coffin just respawns, but you never know. Alright, Silver Firefly, Silver Firefly. Alright, go ahead and tap that. And so River Main. Real quick. Real quick. Oh, okay, can't summon Torrent here. I just want to take a peek at exactly what we're dealing with here. Okay, another one of those big upside-down wasp things, dealing with more Claymen, which, if I recall correctly... Oh, they're not as resistant anymore to my spear throws. I remember them being a bit more hardy, but it has been some time. And one more. Oh, no, come on. And if anything, I should probably just take care of the giant wasp thing now. Okay, the other wasp thing I took care of was over that direction. Alright, the old palace ruins. Yeah, gotta make sure we do that a bit faster. Alright, not quite panning out how I thought this would go. Alright, try this again. This time with Eye Blast. Oh, okay. Getting the vibe that's actually a bit further away than it appears. Really? There we go. There we go. We know these guys don't respawn afterwards, so... There we go. And do you want to give me anything? Oh, there we are. Somber Smithing Stone 7. Take this Ghost Glovewort. Might as well grab these little treasures over here. Oh, actually, now think about it. Last time we were here, we didn't have the fisticuffs, but now we do. Okay, so... pretty resilient, but definitely faster work than the spear. Alright, Human Bone Shard. Just gonna take these... Oh yeah, keep forgetting. Can't get Torrent here. How dare you? How dare you spot me from way over there? Hmm. Yellow. Which one's... Now this is interesting. Plants that cause frenzy. And it's still combustible though. You know, in hindsight, should have seen that coming. Uh-oh, wrong button. Okay, should be okay. Oh, I was kind of hoping that it would affect the claimant. Heal. It's really, I'm just trying to get the little item there, but these guys want to be a bit in my way. There's some madness for me. That's fine. Okay, claimant's harpoon. Oh, so close. There we go. Alright, take care of this guy. Get all the rewards here. Kind of also a bit hoping that maybe we get an explanation as to why these plants are causing frenzy. Alright, not seeing... Alright, more Ghost Glove work. Now, if I recall this correctly, this should just lead... Yep, that's basically the very top of where we were blocked off before. Ooh. Treasure? Claimant Ashes. Nice. You know, them I wouldn't mind. They're very hardy folk. Summons 2 Claimant Spirits. Bowed with age, these spirits are sluggish but hard to stagger. The warp remains of priests who search for revelation in the service of the ancient dynasty. They employ 2 sorceries that produce smaller and larger bubbles. Yeah, I would not mind that. In theory. I mean, maybe they actually are really, really bad, but... Oh. Alright, rolling. Don't mind me. Just going to snatch these. Also gonna... Ah, crap, I remember those. Alright, little hole there. Ooh, foamic acid, or no, foamic rock, I should say. I am still searching for any treasure hidden here. But okay. If everything is good, there should be grace down here. And then we can call it. Now for real, we will definitely call it basically once we hit the next one. I want to head back to the round table hold and upgrade a few things. So I guess at this point we're close to just another level up. Hello. Well, what have we... Oh, okay, those are wings. I thought they were kind of like clubs or something. Alright, can I land the target? Almost. Alright, and then back up you go. Aw, boo. Okay, good. Oh, there's a hammerhead. Whoa! Alright, was not expecting instant death there. I knew they hit hard, but I didn't think it was instant death. Alright, let's get our ruins back here real quick. I use the term real quick probably way more often than I should. But alright. Once I get the ruins back, actually, what we'll do is we'll teleport out. Obviously, if there's any grace, it is a bit more further in. The big question I have is kind of like, do I bother saving up, or should we use this for upgrade materials? I feel like upgrade materials is probably the more correct option, given the upgrades tend to be more valuable than even levels. Okay. Make sure there's 2 different ants in here. Alright, 1. And then, number 2. Alright, good. Okay, how close are we to level up here? How many ruins do these guys give? If I can avoid cracking open some ruins, that'd be nice. Okay, good. Oh, I actually didn't see a plus X amount of ruins there for... Okay, about 1,000. Alright, shield grease. Golden rune 10. And we need to level up. Whoa, that's 6,000. Yet again, I'd prefer not to crack open ruins. I'm like, is there any claimant we can kind of hit up for some quick runes over here? I also definitely want to check out next recording, wherever that guy is guarding. Nokstella, the Eternal City. Alright, so this is the more normal one. Oh, and there's some grace. No, I should just take the ladder. Part of me is just like, what if I just fell? But that is taking an unnecessary risk. Yeah, we need to wrap things up here. They're riding the ants. Alright. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and tap this. Hey, Ant Rider, how much do you give me? Do you give me maybe 6,000? Okay, I should probably take care of this ant first. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. No mana. It's like 5,000 short. But alright, we got the grace. Yeah, we need to wrap up. Quickly head back over here. Yet again, I gotta get out of the habit of saying quickly. It is not quickly. Not at all. But alright. I am...
I need to do better than this. This will never kill a god. I can do better than this. It needs to slay a bloody god.
You're doing good over here. And don't worry, these things are killing gods left and right.
Oh, it's you. Don't pay me any mind, it's not important. Just lay out your arms.
Aw, I can't even talk to the poor man. Alright. Can't upgrade that. Oof, we only have one Somber Smithing Stone 7. Now we get to cast this a bit further up. Yeah, that's probably good call to do, which... Alright, this one's plus 20. So this will be going up to plus 16. Okay, cool. Sure, good.
Already. No matter.
Alright. Hey, it's back to business as always, so... I say, have things changed around here at all?
In this ash, it
No.
reminds me of my...
Alright. Now, for tuning our spirits, I am thinking of giving the claimant a bit of a shot here, because they have been quite tricksy before. It's been a while since we used the Mimic Veil, but... Right, it's been a while since we've used anyone but the Kindred of Rot. Kindred of Rot has just been so good. Alright, I might regret this. But yeah, let's get rid of the Mimic Veil for right now. Well, I mean, is there anything better? Like Rainbow Stones, we could always access our inventory and get them from there, but that is a bit, like, much. I will say, Perfumer Trisha did not perform all that well in that fight down below. I mean, she did fine, but she was barely doing the damage that basically my Kindred of Rot usually helps actually contribute to the fight. Man, Latena carried in that one thing. I do like Battle Mage Hughes, but maybe... Yeah, we'll swap him off for right now. Doesn't necessarily mean forever. And we'll go ahead and in this place put the... Where are you? Where are you, Clayman? Here we go, Clayman Ashes.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit tuning?
Alright, let's... Okay, cool. So these guys are Grave. Which... 1, 2, and 3 are essentially free, because we have the ability to just buy this outright. 1 out of 12, yeah, sure. 1 out of 10, sure. 1 out of 1, no. Okay. And just to balance it out, we are going to go ahead and buy... Well, Let's just double check. Let's see... I don't think they're that expensive. We just buy some grave to replace this. Yeah, we'll do that. Boom. 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 Alright. Well, make it back before we know it. Going through Nokstella. If I remember the name of that other Eternal City correctly. But yeah, let's go ahead and call things here for today. Next time, we'll go back there. We're going to go not to the Grace I did get, or if we do... Nah, I guess we don't need to do that. We'll go to the previous Grace that basically the coffin dropped us off at. And I want to go towards whatever hole that the Hammerhead ant is guarding. Which, in hindsight, we could actually just check the map to see if there's not like a more obvious path it was guarding. Because we started there, went there, went there. Okay, so it connects over. So yeah, if we take out him, we can get to that like little long-winded drop thing that we saw previously way back when, which I think would be pretty good. And then, so this is Nokstella, and then this will lead to all of the rot, the Scarlet Rot, which I am very curious about. And I am very curious also basically what, again, check in with EG to see if maybe we can't figure out what we're supposed to be finding down below. Like, I mean, we've kind of left the Nokron Eternal City, now we're in the other Eternal City, but yeah, like what could it be? I'll have to kind of look into that a bit more. But that is a mystery for next time. So, until then, later.